With that, I would like to thank General Dr. Rajan Kochhar for sharing that insight. Please stay with us as we come back to you. Now, at least 15 people have been killed, including 3 cops, and over 200 people were injured in a violent clash between protesters and security forces in Dadyal region of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. The unrest, now entering its 3rd day, began over the government's failure to address 38 key demands and has escalated into a widespread agitation against systematic oppression. Protests have been led by the Jammu-Kashmir Joint Awami Action Committee across Muzaffarabad, Rawalakot, Neelam Valley and Kotli. The demonstrators are demanding political reforms, including the abolition of assembly seats reserved for Kashmiri refugees, tax relief subsidies on floor, and completion of development projects. Authorities have responded with force, deploying additional troops and shutting down communications. Markets and businesses remain closed as the region remains tense with ongoing clashes. Now we go back to retired Major General Dr. Rajan Kochhar. Thank you very much for staying with us. Now, what impact do these communication shutdowns in? Looking at this news, what's your reaction?
First of all, I think this has been one of those problems in Pak-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. And it is not a recent phenomenon. This protests and these type of actions we have been seeing in POKJ since quite some time now. The problem is that when you have a system of governance which does not have an internal element, in the sense that the people of the region have less participation into their own matters of governance, and you transport people from the other parts of Pakistan in positions of power here. For example, I will try to amplify this. We have this Punjabis dominating everything in Pakistan, and a similar kind of a situation is there in Balochistan also. And the grievance of the people, when you talk to Baluchis whom I come across in various TV programs, they have a singular concern that we are being dominated by the Punjabis and we are not having a say in our own affairs. The same problem we are seeing happening in POKJ. And the problem here is compounded due to a shortage of resources. And in this case, a classic example is that you have those hydro power projects on Mangla River and the Neelam and the Jhelum rivers. There is a generation of power to the extent of 2,750 megawatts here, whereas only 350 megawatts is being made available to the people of POJK. So there is a grievance. The cost of per unit of power is also very expensive, and then a rising cost of living. Every commodity here is is of greater cost than in other parts of Punjab or Sindh or other parts of Pakistan, because you see this actually area. This is a mountainous region. It is a hard region to live with, and there has not been adequate development in this area. There are no good schools, colleges, hospitals, and infrastructure. So this area has not actually developed. It could become a beautiful tourist spot, and if you start comparing POJK with the Jammu and Kashmir in India, you would find there is a stark difference in infrastructure development, and one last aspect is there is a lot of unemployment in this area. So people are hard pressed, and people from outside are coming and occupying their land, and using it for their own gains without passing it on to the people of this region. So there is a sense of alienation within the people of Pak-occupied Kashmir, and I think this is leading to a lot of resentment. And now this movement has gained a lot of momentum. As you see, it has spread over from Muzaffarabad to the other areas of Pak-occupied Kashmir, and I think the government will have to be slightly more sensitive in dealing with this mass uprising, because if you are going to use force, you are going to further alienate the people. I think the Pakistani Prime Minister should fly down to POK, talk to the people there, talk to the leaders there, and try to understand their grievances. Because you see, unless you listen to their problems and try to give them some kind of a solution, this movement is going to further escalate. And once it escalates, because it's a border town with India, it is bound to have repercussions. We may have a situation where the refugees will like to enter into India, so that becomes a serious problem to handle. And a very important aspect here is there is a large presence of Pakistani military here and Pakistan Army here, and especially if you also include the areas of Gilgit, Baltistan, where the CPEC is also going through. So it is a very a kind of a sensitive area, and I think the Pakistan government would have to take certain reconciliatory measures to address the grievances of the people of this region.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Major General Dr. Rajan Kochhar, for joining us and sharing that insight. Thank you very much. This is all we have time for.